think we got our audio situation straightened out, and we're attempting to connect you today to Maryland Senator Ben Cardin from Capitol Hill.
Senator Cardin, good to have you along. Earlier today, the president, I think, has a lot of people scratching their heads or maybe slapping their foreheads, perhaps even both, with his tweets about his all of a sudden 180-degree flip-flop on his possession and position on transgender folks in the military. I'm anxious to get your view.
David, this is pretty frustrating because when the president talks about discrimination, he makes our country less safe rather than more safe. This is outrageous that the President of the United States would do this. He's really countering the advice of the Secretary of Defense. This is not what America is about, and the President, I think, has caused harm to our national security.
About 7,000 or so, it is estimated, transgender members of the U.S. military. So it's a significant problem, and there doesn't seem to be any indication on how this ban is supposed to be implemented, is there?
No, not at all. We did not have a problem. The president has created a problem, and it makes the Department of Defense carrying out its mission more difficult. So this was counterproductive to our values and counterproductive to our national security.
And the president said that he did this after consulting with his U.S. generals. And wasn't it the U.S. generals that actually signed off on this under President Obama?
Oh, absolutely. They had a plan in place to deal with this issue in a way that would cause no concerns whatsoever. It looks like the Congress was prepared to accept that. There were some actions today in the House of Representatives, and now the president mixes things up in a way that harms our country. So it was a situation where the president has caused another problem.
Senator, let's talk a little bit about what happened yesterday in the Senate chamber. John McCain, in a great piece of political theater, came into the standing ovation from the other 99 members, cast an aye vote, and they went forward with the motion to debate. Well, there's been debate, but so far not a whole lot of progress on repeal and replacement of Obamacare. How do you read things right now in the upper chamber?
First, it was great to have Senator McCain back. He's an extremely important part of the United States Senate. I think his message about the process being totally wrong and we have to work together, Democrats and Republicans, in the tradition of the Senate, was very well received. His vote was not well received. What we did is we've gone down a path that the question is not whether people would lose their insurance coverage if this plan is successful. It's how many would lose their coverage. Will it be 30 million? Will it be 20 million? Will it be 15 million? The Republicans are going down a path that can only lead to people losing coverage and for premium costs to go up.
Senator McCain's message yesterday was, let's get back to working in a bipartisan way. We can't do this alone. But Democrats have been shut out of this process so far, and the people having to vote on things that they haven't even seen yet. So there's a lot of chaos that's been created over this.
There's no question the train's moving in the wrong direction. There's no possibility that this can end well the way that the Republicans have set it up. There's no opportunity for bipartisan cooperation and development of ways that we can improve our health care system. That's what we want to do. So the first thing we need to do is stop what's going on now, and we hope that we'll have enough Republicans who will join us in preventing this bill going any further. If it goes further, it can only lead to bad results.
Quickly, Senator, because we're running out of time, is there a path back to regular order?
I certainly hope so. And look, the Republicans control both the House and Senate and the White House. We are urging them to use the richness of our system. Democrats are anxious to work with Republicans. We want to get things done. We know we can improve the health care system. Let's work together to do it. We know we have to deal with the budget in this country. Let's work together. We did that for the FY17 budget. Can we do it for the FY18 budget? I think these are questions that the Democrats are prepared to work with Republicans, but if they use a process like they did on health care, where they exclude not only the Democrats but the American people from the debate by not having hearings, not having markups, then there's going to be a very lonely path for the Republicans.
Maryland Senator Ben Cardin, we thank you for your time today.
Thank you.